In Mortal Kombat, there are always characters that are 100% certain to appear in the game, even if Ed Boon or NetherRealm haven't confirmed or hinted at them. This video will be about the Mortal Kombat characters that will be in Mortal Kombat 12. Again, none of this is 100% confirmed by Ed Boon or NetherRealm, and I will not be including the obvious choices like Scorpion, Sub-Zero. Even if this game is set in the Great Kung Lao era, they're going to be in the game. This list is assuming the next game is set in the Great Kung Lao era as well, and before we get started, make sure to subscribe and like and follow me on Twitter, and if for some reason you want me to continue this channel, make sure to put it down in the comments below. Anyways, let's get into it. Number 1 is Fujin. Now, Fujin has got a big boost in popularity since he was included in Mortal Kombat 11, and the fans really like him now. I was one of the people who really wanted him to be playable in Mortal Kombat X in a combat pack, and I thought he would be, but obviously that didn't happen. With Fire God Liu Kang obviously training the Great Kung Lao for the next tournament, assuming that's what the next game is about, why not have Fujin help Liu Kang train him? Fujin could also help Liu Kang with being the new protector of Earthrealm and tell him things he could do in that position, because even though Fujin was never the protector of Earthrealm, he obviously helped Raiden and has been a god a lot longer than Liu Kang. Fujin deserves to be in Mortal Kombat 12 because he was going to be in Mortal Kombat 9, believe it or not, but was removed for some reason. There's even an announcer voice line in the files of the game saying Fujin. He should have been in Mortal Kombat X and was finally in Mortal Kombat 11, and everyone loved him, so he should be in Mortal Kombat 12. I even remember in the Mortal Kombat X days, people thought the question mark on the roster, they thought that was going to be Fujin. Number 2 is Rain. I think we all felt Rain's absence in Mortal Kombat X, even though he was seen in the story mode. He wasn't playable, of course. He had a great redesign, a cool voice, and a sick mask in Mortal Kombat X, but wasn't playable, unfortunately. We all expected him to be on the base roster of Mortal Kombat 11, but he was for DLC in the second combat pack. He should be on the base roster of Mortal Kombat 12, not just in the story mode and not DLC. I think everyone would want Rain in the game and no one would have a problem with it. I think everyone knows it was a poor choice for NetherRealm to not put him in the base roster of Mortal Kombat 11 or Mortal Kombat X. Rain was so heavily demanded for Mortal Kombat X and Mortal Kombat 11. I think NetherRealm now knows the fans want Rain, and I believe Mortal Kombat 12 will have Rain. And he was also supposed to be in the 2021 movie. Number 3 is Ermac. Ermac is a fan favorite, and I don't think anyone expected him or Reptile to not be in Mortal Kombat 11. I heard a theory that a Combat Pack 3 was planned for Mortal Kombat 11, and it would include Ermac, Takeda, and Ash Williams. We all know he died in the crypt in Mortal Kombat 11, even though the crypt is not canon, and I hope he is in Mortal Kombat 12, and I hope if he is in Mortal Kombat 12, he's not just a jobber, and he actually does some cool things in the story mode like in the original timeline. Maybe we could see something like we saw in Mortal Kombat Legacy. Hear me out. Even though that show was absolutely horrendous, it actually gave me a pretty cool idea for Ermac. We don't know who created Sento, Kenshi's sword, and maybe Shang Tsung created it. We don't know. But what we do know is that it was left in a tomb hundreds of years ago. In Mortal Kombat Legacy, Ermac was put there to guard it. Obviously, since Sento is hundreds of years old, that's how you can have Ermac in the Great Kung Lao era, and Ermac could have just been created by Shao Kahn earlier than in the NetherRealm timeline. And in Kung Jin's Mortal Kombat X chapter, we obviously see the legendary Earthrealm heroes, and there's a female Kenshi-looking character there. Maybe that's who first got Sento before Kenshi, and she fought Ermac and took the sword from the tomb hundreds of years ago, but her soul eventually ended up within Sento. Mileena. Now, Mileena is my favorite female character, tied with Jade, and I knew she wouldn't be in Mortal Kombat 11, but obviously the Mileena fans begged for Ed Boon for her to be in the game for DLC, which obviously we all know happened. I do believe Kitana, Jade, and Mileena will all be in Mortal Kombat 12, but they will have to change Mileena's backstory in Mortal Kombat 12. In the NetherRealm timeline, Mileena was created by Shang Tsung in the Flesh Pits and was only around a year old as of Mortal Kombat 9. In the original timeline, Mileena was created far before the events of Mortal Kombat 1 and grew up with Kitana as her sister. I don't know if the Flesh Pits would have existed in the Great Kung Lao era. They would kind of have to bring back her original timeline backstory, and honestly I do prefer her original backstory to her NetherRealm one. We could see her go on missions with Kitana and Jade before Kitana finds out Mileena was a clone and all of that. And finally, number 5 is Havoc. Havoc has deserved to be in a Mortal Kombat game for a long time. He hasn't been playable since Mortal Kombat Armageddon, which had everyone at the time. And I saw a lot of people wanting to see him in a game, even back in the Mortal Kombat X days, and especially for Mortal Kombat 11. And I remember they did tease him once on their Twitter, I think. I also remember Rams clickbaiting the hell out of him as DLC. We obviously saw him as a villain in Mortal Kombat X comics, and unfortunately he was killed by the end. He really should be in Mortal Kombat 11, and I have a very, very good feeling that he will be in Mortal Kombat 12. I think Ed Boon and the rest of the NetherRealm staff knows that the fans want Havoc. Again, none of these are 100% confirmed or hinted at, and we don't know if Mortal Kombat 12 is the next NetherRealm game. If you want to see me cover anything in a video, let me know down in the comments below if for some reason you want me to make more videos. Make sure to like and subscribe and follow me on Twitter. It helps the channel way more than you would imagine. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I will talk to you all later. Thank you.